What we're going to see on this clip is Director Travis Stovall, who is rapidly becoming my favorite board member, and I'll tell you why. This is not the first time, or even the second time, that this man has questioned the increase in a contract. Okay, I have a feeling he knows what's going on. He understands the scam. He's bringing it to the public attention. But he's verbal and the mechanical tied up. 3510 has a verbal customer and a mechanical tied up all at the same time. God, I'm sure glad I'm not there anymore. Anyway, someone doesn't have dispatch calls. I really love listening to that shit. I know it's crazy. This is not the first or the second time that he's brought this up, questioning expenditure, additional authors. I went to the board meeting and questioned that myself. How, you just give out this money like you got your own printing press back there. You don't justify any of it. So listen to Director Stovall in this clip.
In regards to the size of this increase, I mean, we go from 4.2.
Did you see what Warner just did? Warner just started cracking up that Stovall was asking this question. He thought it was funny that Stovall was asking about the increase in expenditures. It's unbelievable.
Million up to over 6. I mean, that's close to a 50% increase in the original contract. That's concerning whenever we see something like that. I understand the perspective of some of the things as you get behind the walls of things. I clearly understand what comes up in that, just doing personal projects and managing other commercial build-outs. But that's a significant increase, again, close to 50%. And as I understand it, this is just the architectural and engineering component of it. Then we have whatever items that we're actually developing the architecture for or the engineering for that are going to have cost impacts. So as I see the facilities and management and maintenance of Way building, I mean, that's constructing an entire building that I assume that we didn't have previously planned for, so there's going to be costs associated with that somewhere in the budget. So we see a $1.8 million increase here. I am wondering if we've got any idea of what the impact that's going to be in regards to our total budget for, I was looking at Dan, actually, I was asking him the question specifically, what the total budget looks like as we look at the total budget, the project for the Portland-Milwaukee line, because again, this is a significant increase. In the big scheme of things, $1.8 million isn't a significant piece of the budget. But as you think about what this impacts.
I love the way all of these people, including Travis, talk about $1 million. You notice how the magic number is $1 million. $1 million is not a big piece of the overall budget. It's $1 million here, $1 million there, $1 million everywhere. It's not a big piece of the overall budget. We can just throw it around because it's not an overall huge part of $1.5 billion. So what's $1 million? I mean, I guess $1 million would be like $100 to me or something. To try and make $1 million is $100 to me. Yeah, so it's not meaningful. Of course it's meaningful. Of course I should be a good steward of public money. It's not a joke, $1 million here and $1 million there.
Board Member Stovall, you're correct. It is a 42% increase, but it's not a change to the original work. It is additional work.
Did you hear Blocker? The man with all the answers. The man with all the answers. It's not the current work. It's additional work. We forgot to put it in the original contract. We just, it slipped our mind. So now we're telling you about it just to prove it. It's no problem.
So I want to make that distinction, as people sometimes become concerned if the original work cost more than was anticipated. That is not the case here. Furthermore, the original work we did award did not consume our entire budget for the combined undertaking we call moving together.
You heard him, right? You heard what he said. The original budget, we didn't use it all, so we had some leftover money, so we might as well use it, right? Why? We got that money hanging around because our moving together was under budget. Our moving together. Wasn't that a nice romantic moving together? You only fucking moved. You didn't move all the rest of the employees that are stuck in trailers outside of Center Street. Moving together, my ass.
And so even with this increase, And with our current estimates of the work that will be required that flows from this, we are still within overall the moving together budget.
So if we were to just bring in kind of an example, I mean we're building a house, and we get to the point that we're almost done, and we realize we're pregnant. Not you and I, but if I was married and we feel we were pregnant and we need to add another.
Old Travis is quite the pontificator, and he's going to do some pontificating here. And it's, he gets called Cornball about pregnancy. Anyway, we'll watch the end of this clip. I think we've made the point that this ball of money that TriMet keeps to itself and uses as it sees fit. I mean, they have all of this money, and they are awarding it to the companies and the people that they know, that they like, and there's virtually no questions asked about any of it. Nobody really knows where it's going. I mean, how do we know Block's all different work? Well, where's the different work, We don't know any of it's even true. We have no idea as consumers, as the public, if any of this is true. I suppose there's truth to it. They're not going to, well, maybe they would lie. I mean, they have a history of that. But at least Travis asked the question. He got the standard answers. What are you going to do, right? Not much.